Hello Year 2 and welcome to the second maths lesson of the week. We're going to start today with some true or false questions. So I'm going to read these questions out, then you can pause the video and have a go at working them out. So 34 is 10 more than 24. 17 take away 5 equals 11. Double 9 is 16. Half of 32 is 17. And 6 plus 8 plus 5 equals 19. Pause the video and have a go at working out whether these are true or false. Okay, so you should have all had a go at them now. So let's have a look at the first one. 34 is 10 more than 24. I know that's true because when I count in tens, I go 24, 34 because the ones number stays the same. The next one, 17 take away 5 equals 11. So I'm going to put 17 in my head and I'm going to count back 5. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So 17 take away 5 is 12. So that one is false. The next one, double 9 is 16. You might have done this already in your maths planets. Double 9 is in fact 18, so that one is also false. The next one, half of 32 is 17. Now we've already done halving when we've been looking at our fractions, so you could draw your two squares and share the 32 out, and actually half of 32 is 16, not 17, so that one is also false. The last one was a bit tricky, because we were asking you to add three numbers together, okay? But 6 plus 8 plus 5 does in fact equal 19. So that one is true. Well done if you got them all correct. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the main part of today's lesson. So I'd like you to have a look at all these things. How many equal parts are there? Yeah. There are 3 equal parts for each one, okay? Can you think of any mathematical vocabulary to describe those pictures, to describe when we split it into 3 equal parts, okay? Pause the video if you need to, have a little chat about it. Okay, so we know that a shape split into 2 equal parts is half. We also know that a shape split into 4 equal parts is a quarter. How do you think we would write a fraction for a shape split into 3 equal parts? Okay, I'm going to show you. This is how we would write it. Anybody seen that fraction written before? Why do you think that is how we would write it? Okay, because the 3 at the bottom is because we split it into 3 equal parts, and we have got one of those equal parts. Anybody have any ideas how we would say this fraction? Okay. We would say a third, okay? And we've already talked about why the numbers are written that way round. Now, here is a whole pizza, and it has been split into how many equal parts? 3. Okay, each part is worth this is where we're going to write the word third. Now your writing will be so much neater than mine. Here we go. Okay, so each part is worth a third, and this is the same as if we write the fraction like this. Okay, this is the same as a third. Now, have a look at these shapes. You will need to pause it in a minute. Have a look and decide, are these shapes split into thirds, and is a third of each shape coloured in? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so the first one, yes, it's split into 3 equal parts, and one part is coloured in. So yes, that is representing a third. Here's the next shape. Again, it's split into equal parts, but is 1/3 coloured in? No, 2/3 are coloured in. So that one does not represent 1/3. What about this one? This is quite a tricky one, okay? Because you might be seeing if you could draw another line to split it into 3 equal parts, all right? But you can't. So that one, there is not a third coloured in. The fourth one, here, look, the fifth one here. Oh, it says 4, doesn't it? But it should be 5. So this is a tricky one because it's split into 3 parts, but they're not equal. So it's not a third. Now here's a challenging question for you. Anybody know what fraction of that shape is coloured in? If you said a half, you would be correct. Have a look at this one. Is this showing a third? No, it is not showing a third because it is split into 4 equal parts. So actually, it's showing a quarter. And the last one here. Oh, you might be thinking, if I draw more lines, a bit like this one, can I make it a third? My lines won't be very equal because I'm not using a ruler, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so actually, that one is also a quarter, not a third. Okay, how would you shade in a third? All right, I'd like you on your piece of paper or whiteboard to draw these shapes out and have a go at shading 1/3. So pause the video and have a go. Okay, so I'm going, not very neatly, I'm going to colour in that part of that shape and that part of that shape. Have you coloured in the same parts as I have, or have you coloured in different? Okay. Does it matter which part we shade in? And the answer is no, it doesn't matter as long as we have shaded in one of the equal parts. It will still be a third. Oh, do you recognise these? Okay, we've used these before when we were looking at halves and quarters. So here we go, 1/3 of 12. So we're going to share out the 12 counters. Here we go, look. Have we got enough room in our squares? Okay, so 1/3 of 12 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1/3 of 12 is 4. So here at the bottom is our stem sentence. It says the whole is 12 and 1/3 of 12 is 4. Look at the next one, 1/3 of 18. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do our 18 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1/3 of 18 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The whole is 18 and 1/3 of 18 is 6. Well done. Have a go at this one. Pause the video. 1/3 of 24. See if you can work it out. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have a go at doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, remember to include this one that was trying to escape. So 1/3 of 24 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1/3 of 24 is 8. The whole is 24 and 1/3 of 24 equals 8. Okay, here's another one for you to have a go at. 1/3 of 21. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, I'm not going to put all the counters on this time, but you should have got 7. A third of 21 equals 7. Right. Jack has 1/3 of 12. Sophie has 1/3 of 15. Who has more? How do you know? So I'd like you to have a go at working this out. So to start with, you would find 1/3 of 12. Then you would draw your 3 squares again and find 1/3 of 15 and decide who has more. Okay? So pause the video and have a go. Okay, so 1/3 of 12 is 4. Ooh, it's very big. And 1/3 of 15 is 5. Okay, who has more? Sophie has more because 1/3 of 15 is more than 1/3 of 12. Okay, so what you're going to be doing now is you've got an activity sheet where you're going to be working your way through lots of things very similar to what we've been doing together. At the end, it's asking you to find 1/3 of different amounts. So you will need the squared paper, you will need the ruler, and you will need to be able to draw those squares in your book. After that, there are 2 challenges for you to see if you can complete. Have a go. Bye for now.